Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Patrick Laney.
Hello, nice to see you
nice
again.
Nice to see you. Who usually is in talking about the various productions of Crooked Path Theater, but now you are involved, and you got tabbed to direct for Theatre Cedar Rapids.
Yes. I'm for hire. I'm working on spec right now.
He's an itinerant theater director.
Yes, that's disgusting, but that's true.
So this is upstairs. It's the giant production of Beauty and the Beast for the holidays.
Yes, but when you can't get tickets to that, there's an itty-bitty show going down in the basement that is very, very funny that you should see. We opened on November 7th, and we're playing through December 1st, and it's called The Thanksgiving Play, and you should come see us instead.
Okay, there you go. Well, I love that Grandin black box space.
I do too. This is the third show I've directed in that space. I just love it. I love the coziness. I wouldn't, honestly, if Angie gave me an upstairs a show upstairs, I wouldn't know what to do. I would not know what to do. Yeah, I love the Grandin.
So tell me about the Thanksgiving play.
Sure, it is a relatively new play. It was written originally in 2017. It premiered in Portland in 2018. And sort of made its way through the regional theaters. Lots of Broadway plays have big regional premieres, and then with an eye on going towards Broadway. This play opened in Portland and sort of had a grassroots movement, and ended up being on Broadway last year in 2023. It's now one of the top 10 most produced plays in America.
Really?
Yes, it is really funny. It is a true satire. It's about somewhere in an unnamed progressive town, two white people are tasked with creating a culturally sensitive Thanksgiving play. And they bring on a local historian who's also a school teacher, and they get a grant to bring in a Native American actress from sparkly Los Angeles. And she walks in and basically confounds every expectation about the world that they think they're trying to portray, and then we're off to the races.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So small cast,
four
people, right?
Four-hander, yeah. Some people that you know and love from TCR in the past. Hannah Brewer, who's been around for a long time, done a lot of shows, and the wonderful Cindy Shadrick, who usually is seen in musicals. She's seeing what's like on the other side of the block and doing a play with us, and I couldn't be more excited about it. And then Ryan Sheladay, this is his second show. He was in The Woman in Black last year. I think I was on the way over here. I was trying to think. I think that without breaking a sweat, this is our 20th show together.
Wow.
I've known him a long time. Wow. We've been working together since he was in high school. and me too.
Sure,
when we were both in high school.
Sure you were. Yeah.
And then there's a relative newcomer to the area, and this is his first show, I believe, at TCR. A wonderful actor named James McIntyre. Honestly, I got kind of the cream of the crop of very wonderful, wonderful actors.
So definitely a comedy.
Definitely a comedy.
Definitely, yes. Is it a lot of? Is it script and people's interactions? It's not a slamming doors in and out.
It is not a farce.
Mistaken identity.
Right. So it's a true satire, and satire is always meant to tell truth to power. And more often than not, it takes a belief that we have and pushes it to its absurd extremity to show kind of how ridiculous the belief is in the first place. And these bless our hearts, bless our white people hearts. We try so hard to do it right and to not offend anyone, and sometimes that leads to absolute sort of artistic paralysis. And it also leads us to, more often than not, still managing to make it about ourselves and our guilt and our pain. And that's sort of what happens with these very well-intentioned, very, very painfully earnest people who just push it too hard and push it to its ridiculous conclusion.
Yeah, who desperately want to tell the true story of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and obviously I don't
then,
want to.
And then all of a sudden they discover
Right, but how
truth.
do you tell the true story of Thanksgiving?
Yeah. As someone is saying in another production going on right now, you can't handle the truth.
You cannot handle the truth. Totally. Thank you, Aaron Sorkin. But it's true, and some of the things that happened in this play. I mean, obviously, I don't want to give anything away, but some of the things that happen are better left to a production like Sweeney Todd or Carrie that just closed there.
Okay.
Yes, you can't believe the lengths to which they'll go to not offend anyone. Yes.
As a director, when you've got, call this an information dense script, because
sure, absolutely,
and of course when you're doing heavy drama, that's also a very dense script, but this is equally complex, but in a totally different way.
Completely. And the playwright Larissa Fasthorse, an Indigenous playwright, who, by the way, when her play premiered on Broadway, she became the first female Indigenous playwright to have a play on Broadway. The show's a big deal. She kind of pulls this amazing hat trick of being able to talk about things that seem serious and do it in such a light, nimble, funny way. And I got so lucky with these actors to the point. I've been very lucky. I've worked with a lot of the best actors in the area, I think. But I've never had a cast who understood the assignment as a group so quickly. To the point of suspicion, like to the point where we release them for the day and I turn to our stage manager, to Kelly Shriver, and say, okay, that was really good, right? I'm not imagining it. Like they already, like it's the second day and they kind of already have it. Yeah, it's true that they do. So yes, it is information dense, but told in such a light, nimble, funny way.
Well, and I'm glad you pointed out that the script was written by an Indigenous person.
Yeah,
because this could have spoken truth to power in a very different way.
Well, and she talks about this. Larissa Fasthorse talks about this, that she was writing plays, oddly enough, for Indigenous actors, and from an Indigenous point of view, and she either couldn't find the actors or she couldn't get produced. So she said, you know what? I'm going to write a satire about white people and get produced and get it cast. And boy, has she. And her career's exploded. She's now all over television. She just did a adaptation of Peter Pan that sort of addresses the problems when they go to Never Never Land and meet Tiger Lily and it's just rife with problematic characters. Here come the landmines. So she sort of found a wonderful, beautiful, nimble, magical way through that minefield. She has a real gift, and this play is just I'm so excited about it. It's so stupid. It's so stupid and so funny.
You got a nice long run, so lots of opportunities to see this. So we're kind of mid-run right now, but you run all the way through, is it December 1st?
Yes, December 1st. Tickets are $27, a lot cheaper than Beauty and the Beast. A lot cheaper than Beauty and the Beast. And we've kept joking like that's what our memes should be, or what our advertising should be like. Come and see the Thanksgiving play. You'll be home before Act 1 is over. Because it's very fast. It's very fast, very funny. You'll be home in no time.
It's the Thanksgiving play at Theatre Cedar Rapids in the Black Box Grandin Studio. Great space. Yeah. So, you'll be in and out. You'll have to deal with parking.
You will have to deal with
parking with the other show.
Yes, but you won't have to fight at the bar because they won't even be halfway through Act 1 yet. It'll be great. It's a great night out. It's a great night at the theater.
Well, this sounds like a blast. I was not familiar with this play, but you totally sold me. So
well, good.
I'm in.
The mission accomplished.
Yeah. Well, have fun with it.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Continue to have fun, and thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it always.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio most weekdays at 10:30, on demand at kcck.org/culture, or subscribe using your favorite podcast player. Watch our videos on the KCCK Facebook and YouTube channels. Our producer is Lydia Kilgore. The Culture Crawl theme is composed by Vivian Shanley. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.